of the Southern Athletic Association and NCAA for sportsmanship. As student athletes, coaches, and spectators, we request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive way. In accordance with the NCAA sportsmanship policy, profanity, racial or sexist comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, and team representatives will not be tolerated, and their grounds for removal from the site of competition. Artificial noisemakers, air horns, and electronic amplifiers shall not be permitted, and such instruments shall be removed from the spectator areas. Spectators are reminded that they are prohibited from entering the playing area. Please do not make the backs of the bleacher seats, and alcohol possession of tobacco products prohibited here at the Fowler Center. And good evening and welcome to Cheerhead Gymnasium here in the Fowler Center on the campus of the University of the South for tonight's Southern Athletic Association matchup between the Vikings of Perry College and your Sewanee Tigers. And now for this evening's starting lineups, first for the visitors from Mount Perry, Georgia. Starting at guard, number 1, Isaac Martin.
Braxton Benham and Russ Marr are both top 22 in the country in Division III in points per game. And for what may or may not be the last time, these two players will face off. It depends on if Berry College and Sewanee play each other in the SAA Championships at the end of this month. Hi, everybody. Alongside Jimmy Davis, I'm Spencer Bohm. This is a huge one. Both of these teams are 7-1. They're at the top of the conference. Sewanee has the head-to-head with an earlier win against Berry. If they win tonight, they control their destiny for that coveted 1 seed first-round bye and hosting site for the Final Four in the conference tournament. This is electric.
This might be one of the biggest games we've had in this gym in quite some time because, you know, it's been several years since we've won the outright conference title. Berry's won, I think, 3 of the last 4. And, man, this is just huge, big game. It's a packed house, not many empty seats. Students are here. I mean, this is just electric. I mean, behind us, it's just, it's a packed house. There's not the only empty seats are in the Berry section, and if some folks come in late, you know what, we'll put them in with Berry's players, Berry's section if we have to. Key to the night is to not get behind. We've got to stay out front. So, big night. Expecting a great game here tonight.
These are two really good scoring offenses. And I mentioned Braxton Benham, number 3, the senior from Cartersville, Georgia, who averages 22 points per game, is for the second week in a row the SAA Athlete of the Week. And Russ Marr, number 35, who last time the Tigers played at this gym broke a record set in the late 80s, early 90s for most career points in Sewanee men's basketball history. For Berry, it's Jacob Morgan. For Sewanee, it's Fletcher Bigham. We are underway. The Tigers control. And let's hope that you and I have some energy left after that insane women's game we watched just moments ago.
Yeah, we're going to save it all.
Bigham for 3. Off the mark, Benham rebounds. Starters for Berry, Isaac Martin, Braxton Benham, Drew Weingarten, Parker Godwin, and Jacob Morgan. Benham, number 22 in the country, entering tonight in points per game. Russ Marr, his counterpart tonight, is 7th. Here's a 3 for Morgan. It's good.
That's a big shot from Morgan in the very far corner, and he had just enough opening to get the shot off.
Morgan's second season with Berry after transferring from Emory and Henry. Avaliani, that's Luca Avaliani, who misses. Offensive rebound by Bigham, who puts it up and in.
That's huge. You know, Bigham's got a little bit of side advantage on the inside tonight, and, man, that was a great rebound and put back, and he was happy about that.
Starting lineups for Sewanee, Luca Avaliani, Trey Corrigan, Fletcher Bigham, Graham Smith, and Russ Marr. And the and one is good for Bigham. Tied up at 3. And that foul was against Parker Godwin. his first.
Just noticed Mick Hedgepeth's dad's in the stands here tonight. So good to see him.
That's something we'll talk a lot about tonight. Parker Godwin kicks out to an open Isaac Martin, hits a three.
That's 2 big threes from Martin. He's we can't leave him open.
Barry shoots about 38% from downtown. They make over 10 threes a game. And I believe that's one of the best marks in the nation. Turned over by Bigham. Looks like it was poked away by Martin. Here goes Godwin. Back to Benham. Benham, pull up Jay, no. Rebound, Trey Corrigan.
Nice defense by Graham Smith on him that particular possession. Good job.
Corrigan deep three, in and out.
Rattles in and out.
Benham. Godwin. Martin. That time it's no good. First missed three tonight for Berry College. They've missed their last 2 field goals after getting a couple of early threes. Avliani, nice dump off pass to Bigham, who powers his way and scores.
Nice pass by Luca over to Fletcher. He just needs to do that just a little quicker. He almost got that picked off, but man, what a nice job by Fletcher to finish right there.
14 points a game for the sophomore from Charlotte, North Carolina. Bigham skips to Godwin, who steps outside. Godwin, no. Rebound Bigham.
Great defense. Nice stop by the Tigers.
Both these teams' defense will be key. Marred to Corrigan, make that Avliani, pardon me, and it's picked up by Benham. Another Tiger turnover, their second. Morgan. Morgan takes it from Martin. Weingarten. Back to Godwin. Now Benham. 7 to shoot. And Godwin shoves down Graham Smith.
That's a nice job by Graham Smith to get in position and Benham on the foul, and he didn't like it too much, but that's a great job of defense there by Graham.
We know they'll key in on Benham tonight, just like Barry will key in on Russmore. And Trey Corrigan hits a three.
Big shot by Trey Corrigan. His mom and dad, Kristen and Boo, and his sister are here tonight.
Oh, good to have the NC State Athletics Director.
Yeah.
Weingarten. Benham. Pulls up a jumper and sinks it.
Tell you what, he's tough in that lane right there. If we give him that, he's going to take it.
He reached 1,000 career points this season, did Braxton Benham. Corrigan spins and will head to the free throw line, and Trey Corrigan, who shoots 87%, has a chance to re-give Sewanee the lead after this media timeout. We'll take a break. 8-8 is your score, 15 minutes, 42 seconds to go. You're watching Sewanee basketball on Sewanee All Access.
And we welcome the 2-turn Tigers.
Glad you are with us, and once again, congratulations to the women's team for a hard-fought one-point win over Berry College, who came into this game second in the conference. They snapped an 11-game losing streak in the series against Berry. And meanwhile, 8-8 here at Johan Gymnasium, 15:42 to go in the first. Braxton Benham just converted on a pull-up jumper after Trey Corrigan hit a three with the assist by Fletcher Bigham. So, free throws coming up here for Trey Corrigan. The foul was against Drew Weingarten, his first. And no fouls so far against Sewanee. Berry has committed 3 as Corrigan rattles in the first free throw and continues his fantastic season at the line.
And got Eli into the game and Reed, so great opportunity to get these two young men in the game. And Eli brings a lot of energy to us on the defensive end.
And you just spoke to him during the halftime break of the women's game as well.
A great interview with him.
Benham, oh, nice dump-off pass. It's rejected by Smith. The attempt was Niall King. And it's turned over.
Yeah, Reed didn't wait for his screen. He moved before, he took around the screen before Eli got there, and they're going to call that every time. So he just got to wait just a little, hesitate just a little, let him get there, then go around him.
Holland's first foul, Sewanee's first foul. Martin bounced to Benham. Thought about a three, but Smith just had that block moments ago, is screened by King. Benham, deep, no, and a host of Tigers in for the rebound. Maybe just 2, but still. Corrigan into the paint, scoops.
Oh, what a shot by Trey Corrigan. Wow, what a scoop shot. That was huge.
That looked like it had no business going in. And it's tipped by Smith. Smith the other way. Watch out. Luca. Yeah, no, he missed it.
Oh. Dunk it, Luca. You don't have to worry about it not going in.
Benham. King. No. Putback is good.
Yeah, that's just a hustle, 2 points there by Berry. Just a great offensive rebound, nice putback. Give him credit for hustling right there.
King is a freshman. He's from McDonough, Georgia. And when he was in high school, his program had their furthest playoff run in school history. Looks like Benham is taking a break. There is no Russ Marr out there for Sewanee. 12-10, the Tigers lead in this defensive battle. Corrigan,
Boom!
deep 2.
Keep feeding him. He's hot. He is hot. Keep feeding him.
Tigers, 6-2 advantage over the last few minutes. King, well, he seems like he's causing some problems there inside. Cannon Armstead finds King. Handoff Martin. Steps back for a triple. No. Avaliani the board.
Nice job there by Reed to come out and contest that shot, and then Luca, good job on the rebound.
Oh, Holland powers, and he's going to the free throw line.
A super pass from Luca over to Eli Holland. Holland went up strong. He'll go to the line here for 2. Nice job.
Berry is bringing in a sub, so is Sewanee. Marr's coming back in for Sewanee, and Berry didn't catch the number, but we'll get it in a second. Holland, first one is good. Oh, that is 34, Mason Lawrence. And second one, no good. Here's Martin. Armstead. Pope, that's Cameron Pope, number 10 for Berry. There's a 3. That's Armstead. No. Holland has it. 6-point lead. Marr scoops up the loose ball behind the back. Oh, dump off pass to Holland, who misses, gets his own rebound. Marr, Russ Marr, watch out!
Oh, what a shot! Nice job, Russ Marr.
6-0 run.
He made a great pass into Eli, missed a shot, but got the rebound back to Russ. Nice job, Russ Marr.
Pope. Oh, he's fouled. Russ Marr's first, and the second against Sewanee. And that'll set up Cameron Pope, the sophomore from Canton, Georgia. Just the 8th attempted free throw this year for Cameron Pope, as Smith comes back into the game and Benham has checked back in for Berry. Berry hasn't scored in almost 2 minutes. Pope makes the second, splits the pair. 18-11 game. Holland. Oh, nice pass, but ultimately out of bounds. It's Berry basketball. Not sure if Armstead got a hand on that and helped push it off a player, or if it was just not a good pass.
I think it was just not a good pass. Graham got kind of too far over. He should have been more down the lane. He just got too far over.
Benham. Now to the top. Morgan misses. He made one earlier, but Corrigan ultimately secures it here for the Tigers. Corrigan for three. Yes.
Woo! What a shot by Trey Corrigan.
Get this. He is 3 for 4 on threes in the first 8 minutes. Benham's going to heave a three and connects.
Yeah, that's he's open right there. He's going to drill that.
Yep. Both he and Russ Marr came in with 32 made threes. Marr's too strong. And the rebound to Lawrence.
Yeah, a lot of times, Russ, that shot will fall. That was just a little bit too hard there.
Morgan, they defend him outside the block. He's still going to try, though, and throws it almost too high for Armstead.
He almost threw it to me.
And it's turned over. There wasn't much time left on the shot clock. They could have set something up, though, but they turned it over. And Smith will start the drive now. Kick out. Corrigan, watch out! Ooh, not this time.
Yeah, he was feeling it, but wow, that was just barely off.
Pope. Oh, screen. No. Put back, missed, and a foul. I think they may have gotten Reed Carrier, but we'll see. And that's his first. It is Carrier who commits it. Well, this one's fun also. 10:35 to go, and the Tigers by 7. We'll be back on Sewanee All Access. Trey Corrigan, 13 points. He is 3 of 5 on threes, 2 for 2 from the line. He's also made a 2-pointer today. Got 2 boards. And what a night for the senior from Raleigh, who's been honorable mention the last couple of years. Foul was against Carrier, his first. Mason Lawrence to the line for 2. Yeah, he makes the first. Four fouls against the Vikings, 3 against the Tigers. Mason Lawrence in high school was second team all-region. He's a freshman, misses the second free throw. Last 4 points have gone the way of the Vikings. Corrigan, good!
Boom!
Wow.
Man, he is on fire. Keep feeding him, keep feeding him.
That's pretty ridiculous. That's 4 now.
That's 4 of them. That's 17.
Oh, it's taken away. Corrigan has it. He's got a one-on-one, and he got it. Wow.
Wow, the crowd is urging him on, too. That's crazy.
He's got...
Trey's got 15.
I think 18.
18, yeah.
Man. Weingarten. Yeah, 18 points. He's shooting 6 of 8 overall. Pope against Carrier. Inside. And gets it underneath to the freshman who can't get it to go. Lawrence misses.
Oh,
Avaliani. Oh, no, they're not going to call it that, Jimmy. Well, Braxton Benham with his second, which is not good news if you're Berry College.
Yeah, the coach from Berry's not real happy about that, and Benham's not happy about it either. He thought he got there, and he's pleading his case with both officials. So, anyway, he's...
Russ Marr's back in. He's got 2 points today and has been held in check by this Berry defense, but they have forgotten about number 3. 9:32 to go. It was a foul on the floor, no free throws. Oh, nice catch by Avaliani. Benham was pressing.
Yeah, if he hadn't have a fan over there, would have been eating that one.
Woo! Here's Bigham for 3 off the rim. Godwin the rebound. Benham the other direction. Godwin from the wing. Weingarten. Godwin for 3. No. Offensive rebound. Boy, King has been difficult tonight. He's fun to watch.
Yeah, he is fun to watch. He's very active, nice player for Berry.
Like I said, just a freshman. Avaliani to Bigham, and that's King in there once again, providing some disruption, this time on the defensive side. Smith on Benham. Benham's 3 is no good. The fans are going to let him hear about that one. Marr, watch out.
Yes! That shot is good! Count it! Count it!
They're not going to, I don't think. Fouls against Weingarten, his second. 6th-team foul as Cannon Armstead comes back in to replace Cameron Pope.
Man, that would have in the NBA. That would have been a shot. Would have been good because the continuation of the play.
Well, hey, Tigers are 1 away from the bonus, so.
Yeah, a couple of the fans out here really unhappy that wasn't called. Oh, what a shot by Trey Corrigan!
Boy, Trey Corrigan.
He is just unbelievable tonight.
That's 20 points for him. He is 7 of 9. He's got 20 of the team's 28. Godwin. Boy, tough defense there by Sewanee. Armstead into the paint. 1-on-2. What a great.
Oh, what a block! By Graham Smith up to Russ Marr for the.
Oh, no.
Yeah!
Are you not entertained?
What an amazing run right here by the Tigers.
Benham. Turnaround. No. Boy, there's a lid on the basket for him. He is 2 of 6. And doesn't matter, though, as it's won back and scored by Godwin. Taken away, Armstead has it. And Vikings basketball. Media timeout, 7:02 to go. Tigers by 11 when we come back.
Once again, the purple ambush.
7:02 to go, and Sewanee up by 11. And it's Berry basketball. Trey Corrigan's 20 points has been the story. Benham by space, lifts it up and in.
Yeah, Trey had 20, Barry had 19 until just that point right there. He had more than Barry did.
3 for Smith.
Bottom! Nothing but satin from Graham Smith in the corner. Nice pass from Luca.
Tigers by 12 now. Martin at the wing. Screen from Morgan. Benham, guarded by Smith, starts the drive inside, kicks out to the opposite corner. Godwin. Armstead. 3 for Godwin. Rolls off the rim. And a loose ball foul against Reed Carrier, his second.
Yes, 2 on Reed. They'll probably have to give him a break and get him out of there for a few minutes. But that was just a hustle foul right there, just going after the rebound. He didn't have position, but he just hustling.
Jimmy Mitchell is about to come in. He's been a bench player his whole career, but boy, the contributions he's made, the character he's had on this team, we always love seeing him come onto the floor.
Absolutely. He'll give us all his effort tonight for sure.
We see him playing defense there against Armstead. Benham now controls at the top against Smith. Oh, poked away by Smith. And Godwin has to go all the way
back on the shot clock.
2 seconds. A foul. I think that's Holland with his second. There was just 1 second on the shot clock. Coach Brian Emerson pleading his case. Berry College 14-7, 7-1. Their head coach is Matthew Richter in his first season with the Vikings, as that first free throw is good for Godwin. But Richter takes over for Mick Hedgepeth, who's over at UAH, having a fantastic season. Hedgepeth also coached at Sewanee. And between his stints at Sewanee and Berry, he temporarily, he was at Belmont for a few years as an assistant. That second free throw is good for Godwin.
Yeah, he was the director of basketball ops there at Belmont with Coach Casey Alexander when Coach Rick Bird retired, so good opportunity for him. And nice pass, nice job.
Fletcher Bigham.
Sorry, I cut you off there.
Oh, you're good. Bigham has 7 points. Benham into the paint. Good. Wow, nice move.
Yeah, I tell you what, he's quick to the basket. If he gets that step, he's going to score most of the time.
Yeah, he's got 9 points. That's out of bounds, last touch by Sewanee. Benham, the defense. 10-point game.
Yeah, a little unforced error there. We bounced past and it hit the line, and Fisher was right on top of it. You know, there's not a lot of space over there between the three-point line and the baseline, so occasionally you'll see a couple of turnovers every game that'll be right there in that location.
Benham steps back for a triple. Off the rim and poked away by Martin to keep it with the Vikings. Godwin into the paint, stops. Out to Benham, pumps, walks in. Martin, Godwin, not much time on the shot clock. There will be no shot. It'll be a foul on the floor against Sewanee. Another foul late in the shot clock. That's Bigham with his first, and Trey Corrigan to come back into the game here for Sewanee. Each team has 6 fouls apiece. Martin against Marr. Martin powers and almost got it. And he'll get free throws instead. That's the second foul against Russ Marr tonight. And Isaac Martin to the line. Makes the first. Martin, 6'1" sophomore from Elkhart, Indiana. He was a bench player last year. This year he's a starter. High school set the program's record for points. Makes both.
Yeah, he's a good player. He's going to be a good player for Barry the next few years.
Mm-hmm. Mitchell preparing to re-enter for the Tigers. Avliani goes in, and a nice kiss off the glass by Luca.
Nice job, Luca. He just went hard to the basket. I thought he got fouled, but they're letting him play.
Do like to see that. Godwin runs in. Oh, they'll give him the basket. Bigham's second foul. The free throw is good. Godwin is 3 of 3 on free throws. 7-point game, but nothing short of entertaining. Bigham loses it, trying to fight to pick the ball back up, and Godwin ultimately secures. Here's Benham. And he knifes his way through the lane and lays it up and in.
Yeah, he's quick to the basket. Nice job. We got to take care of basketball down here. We got to need a score right here.
A little bit of a run right now as that's taken away by Armstead. And Avliani is looks like he committed a technical foul.
See if I'm going to listen, see if I can hear something here.
And we welcome you back courtside here at Tran Gymnasium. A fun night of hoops here. The women's game was electric. This one also very entertaining. Tigers by 5. A 5-0 run right now for the Vikings. Technical against Avaliani. And the free throw is in and out for Braxton Benham. Rattles the second one in. Four-point game. Largest lead for Sewanee's been 13. They've been outscored 16-7 in the recent stretch as Benham starts there by the block near the restricted arc and buys some space. He's up to 14 points.
Yeah, Barry's gone to a 2-1-2. No, it's a zone, kind of a zone matchup man.
Avaliani is fouled. He's going to the line. Godwin, his second foul. And Avaliani to the line. It's going to be a 1-and-1. And he misses the front end, so it's a rebound by Godwin. Here's a three for Morgan. And there's the air ball chance. Lawrence is back in. Two-point game. It is an 8-0 run right now for Berry College. They've got Mitchell wide open. Lost the ball.
No, it's going that way.
Staying with Sewanee. It was tipped.
Yeah, I thought I needed to help him make that call, so I did.
Our fourth official tonight.
Yeah,
now the fourth officials are in the stands.
That's right. Well, if you pay your money to get in, which is free here, you can what? Officiate and coach both teams, right? And then you and I get to talk about it.
Yes.
So we get a little extra added benefit.
10 seconds to shoot. Corrigan, watch out! No, not this time. Holland offensive rebound. He goes down. Have a chance for a 1-and-1.
That's a foul, number 1, Martin, his
second foul against Martin. That's the 8th foul. Sewanee's committed 9, by the way, but the 8th foul against the Vikings, and the first one is good.
Big free throws here. We need these free throws.
It snaps the 8-0 run that Barry had just put together. And both free throws good for Eli Holland. 3 points for Holland tonight, all on free throws. He's tied for the lead with 4 boards. Also got a couple of dimes. Benham can't bank it in. Rebound by Holland. He now leads with 5 rebounds. 4-point lead for the Tigers. Corrigan against Benham. He's at the top. Starts the drive. Yes. Trey Corrigan. Trey. Sorry, he hadn't scored in a while. He's up to 22. Continue.
Well, he just come off a pick there that was set intentionally for him. He was able to get a nice shot up and made it.
Weingarten against Mitchell, throws it low, almost went out of bounds. Martin. Got it. Avaliani avoids the skid. Rebounds his miss. Blocked. I think it may have been blocked by Lawrence. He definitely has the rebound. 80 seconds to go. Benham. Martin. Scoops. Holland the board, his 6th. Back and forth we go. Corrigan to the left block. Nifty move, but too strong. Holland puts it up and in.
Big job. Nice job. Nice job, Eli Holland.
And a timeout as well. We'll keep it here. 56.3 seconds left to go. Well, we thought this might be the Russ Marr Braxton Benham battle, but instead it's Trey Corrigan with 22, Braxton Benham with 14.
Yeah, I mean, Trey's just had a phenomenal night. He missed 1 3 that looked like it was going in, but just had a phenomenal first half to this point. Now, they've changed their defense a little bit, which will affect Trey some, which that's a smart coaching decision. But we've just got to come out here and work against that 2-3 zone. It's kind of a 2-3 matchup zone, which is kind of interesting, kind of a little bit more difficult to scheme against, but we'll figure it out and be successful. But, man, Jimmy has given us some great minutes here because of our foul situation and giving Russ a break, and we just don't need Russ to pick up a 3rd foul, here in the first half of this game. And Benham, he's played pretty much the whole first half with 2 fouls, so coach has really got a lot of trust in that young man to leave him out there with 2 at this point in the game.
Such a pivotal part of this Berry offense. Top 25 in the nation in points per game at the Division III level. Has been named to the D3Hoops.com Team of the Week. Benham dishes it down inside to King. Benham, open 3, connects. Timeout, Berry. A huge 3 for Braxton Benham to make it a 3-point game.
Yeah, that was huge right there. I mean, he contested and he just drained it. Man, what a shot. Nice job. He's just a player, and you can't give him much opening. He gets a little bit of opening, he's going to be able to score. And I mean, our defense against him is about as good as it can be, but he's just good. He's just a good player. He's just like Rush. You can't give him much space or he's going to score. So we got a chance right here. We got 30 seconds, 30.5 on the clock, so we can take this down to a few seconds before we shoot, but let's just run your offense and see what happens here.
Tigers have a 3-point win against the Vikings. It was to begin their conference slate. Game had to be moved back to a Thursday night instead of a Friday because of snow coming up. And Tigers won in a tight contest then. They've been battle-tested this year. Played a lot of close conference games. Had a miracle comeback at Millsaps, their last game. They were down 9 points in the last minute. Corrigan! No, that's off the mark. And the rebound ultimately picked up by Morgan. And now, let's see if the Vikings can hold. They can tie the game with a 3 going into halftime. Pope will take the 2. Disrupted. Pope's got it again. And Mitchell will hold it last. And the Tigers go into halftime leading by 3.
Man, what a first half of this game. Up and down the floor, and just Sewanee had a 13-point lead, I think, at one time, and Berry just kept chipping away at it and get it down to 3. You knew that they were going to keep it close, and this is right where we want to be. We don't want to be down huge to them. We want to be, pretty close, and here we are. So just a blessing to be where we are right here at halftime, up by 3. And we're supposed to have an interview, so we'll see if we've got somebody interviewing. Yeah, we got Lily Phillips, so she'll join us back here in 1 minute. We'll have our interview with Lily Phillips. So join us back here in a minute.
At this time, Sewanee would like to recognize this year's women's soccer team, which won the SAA regular season and tournament championships, advancing to the NCAA tournament for the 7th straight year. The Tigers have claimed regular season conference titles each
Welcome back to halftime of the Sewanee men's basketball game. Sewanee leads 43-40. We're joined here at halftime by senior Lily Phillips. Lily, talk about tonight's huge win over Berry.
We couldn't be more happy. I mean, we haven't beat them since I've been here, and to get them this one last time, my one last time, I'm so happy, and I'm glad that we got one for Faith. I'm happy we got one for Faith.
I heard she got a bath in the locker room.
Oh, she sure did. We both did. We both got doused.
Well, that's great.
It was so much fun.
That's great. Well, I know, she started there her career there as a freshman and played sparingly, and when she was here, she just enjoyed this atmosphere, and the Lord opened up the opportunity for her to come here, so it was just great. Talk about tonight. You had the opportunity to start, and kind of talk me through that, because when you're in your role on the bench and then it changes to where you're starting, kind of talk me through that.
I've played several roles here at Sewanee, and I'm here to serve my team. And this year, I'm not going to be your rah-rah number one go-to. And I've done that before in my sophomore year. I broke the record. But I take on a different role this year, and I'm here to support everybody. I'm here to support my teammates, and I'm doing whatever I need to do to get the job done.
Well, and that's a great attitude, Lily, because that's what, senior leadership, and that's exactly what you display. Senior leadership has that attitude. Whatever his team needs, I'm going to be willing to do that, and whether it's starting, coming off the bench, or combination of both. That's been great. Now, I guess last year, phenomenal year. You broke the school record, and, man, what a blessing that was. I know we really hadn't talked about it since then, so kind of talk a little bit about that.
That was a really fun year. We had Brody that year. We were rolling. I mean, it was a lot of fun. It was kind of get to a point where you feel unstoppable.
That's right, and people say you get in the zone and things like that, so there's no doubt about that. Well, let's talk about huge win. We talked before we came on air. Sewanee's beaten number 1 team in the conference, number 2 team in the conference. Now you beat number 3 team in the conference. Tell me how important that is to you and how important that is to building confidence.
To have confidence?
Yeah, to build that confidence, yeah.
Absolutely. Beating those teams, I mean, it was so influential for us. But one thing that we've got to make sure that we don't do is have what Coach Jay calls a hangover, like a big win hangover, which is what happened at Millsaps. But, yeah, I mean, getting those, I mean, they've never happened for us. So I just love watching our team go in the right direction as I'm heading out.
Well, that's great. Well, let's talk about big game tonight. I always want to win on the Friday night. It's always tough to win that first one. Now you got to prepare tomorrow, rest your body, do the things you need to do some shooting, and then prepare for Sunday's game. So kind of tell me what you'll do tomorrow and the team will do to prepare for Sunday.
Absolutely. We'll have a practice, and we'll be laser focused. We've got to prepare for Oglethorpe. We've already seen them once this year, and we did not win. But look what happened tonight. We got them on Sunday.
That's right, and you'll have opportunity to be at home. They'll be traveling in here. So kind of tell me 2 or 3 keys to Sunday and the opportunity to beat Oglethorpe on Sunday.
Absolutely. I think that number 1, we need to execute offensively, something that we've done here tonight. And then I think we need to rebound, find a body box, rebound. We're not going to be able to jump over these girls. We've got to rebound. And just making everything difficult for them on the defensive side of the floor. I think just making every action a little bit harder than what it needs to be is what's going to help us win that game.
Well, I can tell you tonight, I think that was probably, there's 2 keys tonight. We really played strong defense, and we really rebounded well. I mean, we out-rebounded them by 9 tonight, which I thought was good. So kind of tell me, when you talk about it in the games and preparing for games, what does Coach kind of say, about rebounding and the importance of it?
I mean, in practice, we've got a few rebounding drills, and there's been a huge emphasis since the last time we played Barry on rebounding. And now we're fighting for them. And it's kind of a given now. Like, we have to do it. It's just a non-negotiable at this point. Good.
Well, let's talk about the rest of the season. You got Sunday's game, and then we got 3 more key games. Kind of talk me through those last 4 games.
So we've got Oglethorpe tomorrow, and we're going to be focused and ready to go for that one. And then for our last, I honestly couldn't tell you who we're playing. I'm focused on Sunday.
That's
I have
good.
no idea.
Well, that's good. Well, let's go back and talk about Lily as a young lady starting to play basketball, elementary and then middle school and high school. Kind of talk me through that.
Well, my dad was my coach who's here tonight, and he was my coach for the first few years of my life, and he signed me up for church league ball, and I hid underneath the covers and cried and said, I don't want to do it, don't make me. And he made me, and I just haven't put the ball down since.
Well, that's awesome to know that he kind of had to encourage you. You know, a lot of kids just pick up and go, and he had to encourage you. Well, that's neat. We'll talk about that experience of playing for your dad.
It was so much fun. I mean, we were pretty good at separating coach from dad. We were able to flip that switch really well together. So it was never harsh on our relationship as me being his daughter. But he's a good coach. He's a good coach. He knows what he's talking about, and he does all the things, and he reads everything, and he's sending me motivation all the time. I mean, he's just one of the best people in my life to have.
Well, that's good. Is he still coaching today? Is he still influencing?
Are you kidding me? Yes.
Wow. So how many years is that him coaching now?
My goodness, probably 16.
Oh, wow. Good for him. Well, let's talk about, you had middle school and then high school and then kind of what led to your journey here.
Yes, sir. I played in middle school. I wasn't allowed to play in high school when I was in middle school until I got to 8th grade. So in 8th grade, I played JV for Spartanburg High School. And then I played all 4 years in high school in the varsity team under Sharon Dillon. Shout out to Sharon Dillon if you listen. She's awesome. And then I got the opportunity to come here under Braden, and we've had a whirlwind of coaches, but I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Yeah, and that was one thing I was going to ask you about. You've had to play for, really 3 coaches. You had to play for Coach Braden and then Coach Brody and now Coach Stewart, and all 3 different personalities, 3 different styles. So kind of tell me the adjustments you had to make during those situations.
I think adjustments were just adjustments. I mean, they were different people, different coaching styles. We ran different offenses, different defenses. It was all different, but it taught me to adjust, which I think is going to be beneficial for me later. I think that understanding that different people have different ways of doing things and how to modify your actions and how to make them happy in what they want to do with that team is important.
That's good. 3 more months on the mountain, and then Lily's off to the next stage of your life. So kind of talk about your Sewanee experience and then what's next.
I have enjoyed every single second of my Sewanee experience. I wouldn't trade it for the world. This is my home away from home, and I have loved every second. There are so many people here that make it home for me, and I have met some of the most incredible people that I think I'll ever meet in my entire life here, and I'll have a great education coming out of it. And coming next is everybody's least favorite question, but after the season's over, we will be seriously job hunting.
Okay, super. That's
absolutely.
Good. So right now, going to go to work, not grad school?
I'm going straight to work, not grad school.
I understand. That's good. Good for you. Well, Lily, kind of talk about someone out there listening, if young kids listening, what might be a couple of items you would share with that kid and say, hey, here's a couple of motivational things that I could share with you from my experience of playing basketball here at the university.
Absolutely. There's room for a shooter on every court. If you can shoot the ball, you got a spot. That's
great. Great. Well, we've been joined here at halftime of the men's game by senior Lily Phillips. Lily, it's been a pleasure to watch you these 4 years and have the opportunity to get to see you grow and develop as a young lady and help your team be successful. And I'm grateful and thankful for the opportunity you've had to spend here with us tonight, and we wish you nothing but the best on Sunday and the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. We've been joined by Lily Phillips here. Join us back here in about 2 minutes, and we'll have the stats for the first half of the men's game, and then we'll have the start of the second half of the men's game. So join us back here in 2 minutes at the University of the South in Sewanee at Juhan Gymnasium. Lily, thanks again. You have a blessed day.
Thank you. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Here we go. Second half about to begin. It is 43-40 Sewanee. Trey Corrigan, 22 points. He's made 4 threes. Braxton Benham, 17 points. He is 7 of 13 overall. As we welcome you back alongside Jimmy Davis, I'm Spencer Bohm. And Sewanee will operate right to left here in this second half. Tigers led by as much as 13 in the first half. Barry mounted a comeback. Vikings basketball. Benham, Weingarten for 3, and after a really quiet first half, Drew Weingartner has got his first points tonight.
Yeah, we kind of held him in check the first half, but boy, he drained that one.
Weingarten from Northport, Alabama. Marr had a quiet first half, 4 points. Dishes to Avaliani, corner 3, bounces up, and the loose ball picked up by Benham. Both teams 7-1 atop the SAA. Sewanee has the head-to-head with a win earlier this year in Mount Berry. 3, good for Martin.
Well, I tell you what, he's we got to guard him because that's about 3 he's hit. He's pretty tough out there on that three-point shot.
And the Vikings now 6 of 15 from the three-point line. Tigers are 5 of 12. Smith. Avaliani puts it up and a kiss off the glass, gets it to go.
Yeah, we had to have a basket there, and Luca went and got one for us. Nice job.
That lead for Barry, it's their first since early in the first half when they had a 6-5 lead. Their largest lead is 3. That 3 no good for Weingarten, a heat check after he made the one earlier. Marr controls the tempo, thought about a drive, instead hangs out at the wing. Weak side bounce pass Avaliani. Smith considered, now takes it to the elbow, looks for Bigham inside, defended by Benham, who is fouled by Smith in transition. Smith's first. So a couple of threes out of the gate here for Barry, responded to by the Avaliani jumper. 2 minutes into this one, 1 point lead for the Vikings. Benham, who had a quiet start to the game, but then started really racking up the points. 5 away from his season average. Morgan, Weingarten, didn't have a lane, goes out to the corner. 3 no good, Smith the board.
Graham rebounding machine. Smith with another rebound.
I met his dad last game, and he referenced your nickname for him. As Bigham loses the ball, another Sewanee turnover. Martin, corner 3, drained by Weingarten. That's 2 in the half.
Yeah, we don't need him to get hot because he's tough.
Largest lead of the day as Marr falls down with no foul. Coach Emerson and his bench are livid. Smith takes it back. Watch out! Yes! What a response. Benham. No. Corrigan the other direction. Corrigan inside of Bigham, who ties the game.
Man, Trey's shooting it well. He's passing it well. Wow, what a nice pass right there. Pushes tempo. Fletcher flashes across. Nice pass to him. Sewanee ties the game.
And he's also got 3 rebounds, does Trey Corrigan. Doing it all. Godwin, short J, spins out of the cylinder. I don't know how that didn't go in. Avaliani approaching the block.
Give it to him.
He's going to take it himself. Nice jumper. And Sewanee with a 6-0 run.
Wow.
Oh, this is fun, Jimmy.
It's fun.
Ball going the other way, 15:57 to go. Tigers have scored the last 6.
Got the crowd back into it here too.
Yeah.
That's kind of, we'd been quieted there for a few minutes, but got the crowd back into it, and you know, the momentum shifted just a little bit right there because they had 2 threes right out of the break, kind of quieted us, and we didn't have an answer for them. But that's just why you keep playing defense. We created a turnover, and now we got a 2-point lead here.
17 points for Braxton Benham. Had 22 for Trey Corrigan. We'll take a short break here on Sewanee All Access. $15:57 to go, and Sewanee by 2 here at Juhan Gymnasium. As we welcome you back courtside alongside Jimmy Davis, I'm Spencer Bohm. This has lived up to the hype. The game earlier tonight was electric, ridiculous in so many ways, and this one has not disappointed either.
No, it really hadn't. It's been exciting basketball game, and I'm telling you, we better strap it up. Next 15:57 is going to be amazing in this gym.
Yeah. It's a 15:57 that'll feel like 5 hours, depending on how this game goes.
That's right, it will.
Which I expect it to be close the whole way, but we'll see. Oh, watch out, Corrigan!
Oh!
There's no way!
What a shot! Keep feeding him. Wow. That's a volleyball three-pointer.
Casual. And Smith has the steal. It is a 9-0 run for the Tigers. Corrigan gonna do it again! No, but Holland rebounds, kicks out. Carrier! No, rebounds.
Hello! Get it! Get it, baby! Woo! Wow.
Oh, there's no way.
That was awesome. That was awesome. That was awesome.
Foul was against Martin and Smith for an and 1. Try to keep my composure here. He misses.
Yeah, we got to kind of do that, don't we? I guess we've gotten a little too excited.
Nah. This one's important, Jimmy.
This is really important. One of the biggest games played here in the last 15 years.
Armstead has had a quiet night off the bench. Benham for 3. Look out. No, he missed it. Pope the rebound. Benham gets it back. Will go for 2. Not that time. Morgan that time by space and scores. Oh, nice play by Morgan.
Nice job by Barry. They had a couple offensive rebounds there. Just out-hustled us a little bit there.
Morgan had an early 3, but he hasn't made a basket until then. Transferred in from Emory and Henry prior to last season. Carrier deep triple. No, he didn't get it. And a fight for the rebound. Vikings basketball. They'll bring in their 6'5" freshman from McDonough, Niall King, who's seen some minutes tonight. Graduated top 10% of his class in high school.
Yeah, good basketball player. He's a freshman. He's learning how to play in this league, but he's going to be good.
5-point lead. Tigers just went on an 11-0 run before the Vikings. Got a basket from Morgan. Pope against Carrier and others, and Smith rebounds. Great defense, a fight for the ball, and it is Sewanee basketball. That is a foul against King. His first and second team foul.
I tell you what, Graham just has a sense for knowing where the basketball is, and When I looked on the stats, I think he's like number 15 in the country in rebounding, so just a nice job, Graham Smith.
And he's not even the rebounding leader tonight. It's actually Eli Holland, but he is the leader in steals with 4. Corrigan, whoa, no, watch out. Nope, not this time. Heat check. And that's going to bring in Parker Godwin.
Yeah, I was wondering how the shot clock was right there. I don't know if that was a kind of a rush shot or not, but he's feeling it. You can't fault him for shooting it because he's had a big night, you know.
5 of 9 from distance. 25 total points. King got it. Nice play. He's up to 6 points off the bench. Back to a 3-point game. Tigers had just gone on an 11-0 run. Avaliani, strong throw to Holland, who throws it down.
Nice pass. That's how you beat the zone defense. You get behind it and make sure you have a good pass, and that was just a great pass to Eli there.
King. And it's taken away from Avaliani. That's a foul. Let's see who they got. It's going to be huge here. Oh, no foul. No foul. Smith. Corrigan. No. That looked like it had the angle, just didn't have the distance.
Just didn't have the distance on that one.
Benham out to Godwin, who drives his way. King in the paint. Oh, wow. Defended well. Watch out for Godwin. Off the rim. Barry will keep it. Looks like an infraction here. That's a foul against Eli Holland, his 3rd.
Well, we get the Boo Birds coming out. Eli hustling and playing hard. I mean, that's what we need him to do, is bang and battle in there, and he has. He's just done a great job.
He's replaced by Bigham. King out to Benham. Smith is on him. That's twice now that Smith's been on him in a row. That doesn't matter. Wow. First points of the second half for Braxton Benham. A lot of chatter above us. Corrigan. Bigham for 3. No. Tigers going a little cold here from downtown recently.
Yeah, we just got to work that zone. Not take it too quick of a shot.
They got Smith guarding at the top here against Benham. Nice throw to King. And King will shoot free throws after the media timeout. Just like it was at halftime, a 3-point game. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a minute here on Sewanee All Access.
Looks like
Benham 19 points, Martin 10. That's for Barry. And Sewanee, Corrigan 25. Nobody else in double digits. And free throws coming up here for Niall King. Hasn't been the most effective free throw shooter, but his sample size is also small, so. And just a freshman as well. And perfect there. Niall King, 5. AAA, all-region second team. Missed the second. Offensive rebound. Godwin stretches, puts it up, won't get it. Rebound, no. Wow. That's a lot of chances for Barry. It looks like they'll keep the basketball.
Yeah, they got 3 chances on that one. We just got to box out.
Benham for 3. Off the rim. It's a Bigham rebound. And Avellani runs in. Got it. And a foul.
Nice job, Luca. We had to have a basket right there. He saw a little seam. He took right off to the basket, laid it in with the left hand, and now we go to the free throw line. And, you know, this is when he's effective, is whenever he is when they're in the zone and he can drive in and penetrate. I mean, that's when he's effective.
Got behind the zone, like you said. Had to
go
through it.
In this case, he got right down the middle of it where that gap is. You know, you've got that gap, and both sides have a gap. If you can just get by that defender, you've got a wide open to the basket, and that's what he had.
And Ryan Luttrell is in, by the way. And Smith make that Avellani. Converts on the and 1. Tigers back up by 2 possessions. Benham floats it and scores.
I'm not real sure that wasn't an illegal screen right there, because he shielded our man all the way down the lane. I wish they'd call that more often.
Corrigan. Oh, and it's taken away by Avellani, who appears to be shaken up. And he is slowly making his way up. Officials have not stopped play. Bigham!
Oh, what a jam!
Wow. Benham got a 3. And Braxton Benham, 24 points tonight. Marr. Tigers continue to miss threes. Benham trouble in the paint. Armstead. There's a loose ball foul against Sewanee. Third foul against Carrier. Graham Smith will check in. Fresh set of 20 seconds. Morgan trying to post up against Marr, having some trouble. And free throws coming up. Foul is against Marr, his 3rd. And Barry has held him to 4 points, 2 assists, and have caused him to commit 3 fouls and a pair of giveaways.
Yeah, the Sewanee faithful not happy about that call at all. That was
Morgan at the line, just made the first free throw. Trying to tie the game. He does.
I tell you, one thing that Barry's really good at is they're really good on rebounding on free throws. And they've made it tough on us tonight a couple of times on missed free throws. Now, it didn't matter right then, but they've really made it tough on us.
That's a foul on number 2. Armstead.
Fourth Barry fouls against Armstead. But, yeah, a lot of offensive boards just in general. I have to take a look here at the stats. 17 offensive rebounds by Barry to just 7 for Sewanee.
Yeah, they've really done a good job.
And they've out-rebounded the Tigers overall as well. No surprise with the offensive boards. Bickham hands to Carrier. And I don't know how many threes in a row Sewanee's missed, but it feels like a lot now, as they're now under 30% from beyond the arc.
Yeah, we've gone cold from 3.
Benham. Luttrell. Disrupted by Marr, but Morgan hangs on. Benham. Tough to defend, but it circles out of the rim. And the rebounding machine helping there to get the ball back to the Tigers. Carrier. Bigham with a flush.
Nice pass. That all happened because we had the outlet pass into Reed, and Reed was able to penetrate down, and Bigham flashed open. That's a way to defeat that zone defense.
Seen him do that a couple of times. As Godwin trying to control. And somehow, wow, that is a miraculous play by Benham. And Godwin with an offensive foul. His third.
Man, I'm glad Russ didn't slide, because I was afraid they was going to call that on him. Wow. That'd been bad to have 4 right there on that play.
Yes. And 8:21 to go. Bleed Purple Nights. They gave out t-shirts to students, and a lot of them are wearing them. Corrigan to Bigham, and he lays it up and in.
Man, that was a pass to Trey. Trey let Bigham get around the screen, and when he did, he was able to hit him with a nice pass for a layup. That was just awesome.
Bigham has 15 points, and that's Benham. Speaking of scoring machines, Braxton Benham, 26 points. Smith for 3. Oh, wow. Don't know how that didn't go in.
Wow, that's got to drop on down.
Benham. Wow. Wow, what a play by Braxton Benham.
Man, he can just score.
Smith. Lid on the basket from downtown continues for the Tigers. Game is tied at 67.
Yeah, we've gone cold from 3. Maybe we can find a solution to that defense and score here. We need to stop.
Benham for 3, drills it. Barry on top by 3. Their largest lead is 4, had it early in this half. Corrigan. Oh, and it circles out of the cylinder.
That's 2 we've had drop in and come out.
Benham. And they have a wide open 3 from Morgan, who can't hit it. Marr swats the ball down, and Corrigan scoops it up. Corrigan to Marr. Marr falling jumper. There won't be a shot. It's going to be on the floor. They want a shooting foul. They won't get it. And a timeout. We'll take a break on Sewanee All Access. Hey, fans, they are reviewing the last play, and if I'm not mistaken, it's to see whether that was a shooting foul or not. They did not call it one, and the bench wanted it to be called one. But we'll see. Tigers down by 3. They've led for 71% of this game. Now the officials will confer. Just got a stat from JoJo Freeman. Tigers are 1 of 13 in the second half from downtown. I think that one 3 that was taken from way deep by Trey Corrigan, that might be the only one. I think they're actually a huge thank you to our officiating crew. The communication's been amazing tonight. Thank you all for your hard work. And they just upgraded it to a flagrant 1 on 15, I believe.
Yeah, flagrant 1 on 15, and that'll be coach is not happy about that. Neither one of them's happy about that, but he did get excess to the neck. But I'm going to listen to what this official has to say here. So I'm going to go off for a second.
And while Jimmy's listening, that is going to be the 4th foul against Godwin. Looks like Russ Marr here for some free throws. In and out. Again, quiet night for the senior, just 4 points. Makes the second. It's been a battle between Braxton Benham with his 31 and Trey Corrigan with his 25. Fletcher Bigham also has 15 for Sewanee. 6:19 to go.
Yeah, 30. Yeah, the shooter was 35. Yeah, it's 35.
Oh, the foul was on 2. They had to clarify. So Armstead's the one who gets the foul. So did they take it away from 15, give it to 2, or was there a separate foul? Okay.
Yes.
All righty. Holland got it.
That was one of those plays that Mick Hedgepath and Brian Emerson worked on for years here. Kind of stole that out of Rick Bird's playbook. That's one of those great Belmont inbounds passes. Nice job.
As a Lipscomb alum, but also as the play-by-play voice for Belmont softball, I'm very conflicted whenever I hear good things about Belmont.
Oh, yeah, we root for both. We got to root for both those great programs.
Rick Bird was a legendary coach. I just wish I could go back and see him and Don Meyer coach against each other back in the day. Benham, wow. Oh, my goodness. He's got 34 points. Holland, strong throw outside to Avaliani. They go to the corner to Smith. And the 3 is off the mark. Sewanee 1 of 14 in the second half from downtown.
Yeah, we just need to just kind of calm down and try to work inside, and we've kind of went cold from the 3, so we're going to have to try to go inside.
3-point game. Benham having a memorable performance, as he did in his last game, had a career-high 42 against Rhodes. And for the second week in a row as SAA Athlete of the Week. And if he keeps this up, he could get a three-peat.
He very much could. I mean, we're guarding him. He can just shoot.
Exactly.
Young man can just shoot. He's just a player.
They put Graham Smith on him. And we know Graham Smith can defend and rebound. It doesn't matter. He just buys his own space. You don't need to set up a screen for him. Marr lays it up, won't get it. Free throws to ensue.
That's a foul, number 20.
It's King's second foul. Marr to the line. Just 2 games ago right here, he surpassed Kit Walsh's program record for most points. And I checked earlier, if I read the stats website correctly, and maybe somebody on the internet can correct me, but I believe he's number 10 in Division III in active career points. And I think across all divisions, he's number 59.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Somebody has checked on that, I know.
And obviously first in Sewanee and SAA history. Makes both free throws. Another recovery by Barry. They've done a good job at keeping the ball and giving themselves second chances. 5 seconds to shoot. Benham for 3. Bang! Wow!
Man, he is just on fire.
Avaliani, no good. And this crowd is quiet.
It is. He should have just dunked that one.
Weingarten underneath, and King lays it up at end. 6-point lead for Barry, their largest tonight. Marr. Oh, wow. Surprised there's no jump ball as Smith picks it up. And a jump ball. It is Sewanee basketball. Well, Sewanee needs this media timeout. 3:29 to go and a 6-point lead for Barry. We'll take a break here on Sewanee All Access. .329 to go, Barry by 6, and Jimmy, the big difference tonight, rebounds.
It is rebounds, and we talked about that a little bit early on. Maybe even we'd start out the program with that, but we're getting out rebounded by 11, and that's huge. That gives them those extra possessions, and they're up by 6 in this game, and part of that is because of that rebound. So plus they've hit some big threes. Benham's hit some big threes.
Yeah, team's gone 7 of 14 from downtown. Sewanee's made just 1 of its 14 attempts in this half. Marr rolls it in.
Yeah, we needed a basket. Rush just went and got us one right there. Nice job.
Crunch time. King. Whoa, that's a massive shot. Timeout, 2:55 to go. Back to a 6-point game, and we'll keep it right here. It is going to become a media timeout. $37 points for Benham, for Barry, and for Sewanee, 25 for Corrigan. What do you want to see Sewanee do differently here?
Well, I want us to keep working this offense and maybe not settle for that long three-point shot. Try to get the ball inside to Fletcher or Eli and try to take advantage of getting behind that zone right there because, we've missed some really, open threes. We've had a few open threes. We missed them, so I really would like to see us do that because we may get a foul on a layup or foul on a dunk or something. But we're going to have to definitely rebound this last 2 minutes and 55 seconds this game. So this is a critical time for us.
Now you talk about playing inside. Fletcher Bigham, he is 7 of 10 from the floor, 0 for 3 from downtown, but on twos he's made all his attempts on twos. He's got 15 points, made a free throw as well, and he has 7 boards. Luka's got 9. Tigers down 6. Crowd has been pretty quiet here. As quiet as you can be with a metal ceiling. And there'll be a foul here against Barry. 1-1 to ensue for the Tigers. Third foul against Benham. We have used our last media timeout as well. Smar to the line. When he's not scoring field goals, he's scoring free throws as he makes the first. He's now got 10 points, 4 of which have been on a free throw. Morgan back in to replace Armstead. And got the second.
Those were big time. We needed those. They need
Yes.
to stop right here. Need to stop.
Can they get a stop? Benham. Doing it all alone. 39 points for Braxton Benham. Well, he's getting close to the career high that he set last weekend. Avaliani in a lane.
Oh.
Backhanded layup won't go. King scores. Oh, wow. Marr is blasted. Fourth foul against Benham. Yeah, they're going to take a look at this. Potentially upgrade this to a flagrant. One minute, 34 seconds left to go. Tigers were down by 9 with just over a minute left at Millsaps. came back and won. Do they have another vintage moment in them? In a season full of magic. If they win tonight, they go to 8-1 in the conference and control their destiny. They can even lose another game and still win the conference.
Yeah, I mean, this is good. I was just trying to see what the officials were talking about down there. This is good that you have the opportunity to go back and replay this, because, I mean, this could be a upgrade to a flagrant. You get the 2 free throws in the basketball. That's huge, because it could give you another possession. So that's why they're looking at it, and they want to make sure they get it right. So
yeah,
he looked like he might have undercut him just a little bit, but we'll just see. Was it enough to make it a flagrant? Don't know. We're going to find out.
.94 tenths seconds left.
Thank you. Okay, we just got the official reading from the officials after looking at the review. That was upgraded to a flagrant 1. Rushmore will get 2 free throws, and then Sewanee will have the basketball underneath their own bench. And their coach is not happy about it, and I understand their fans are giving them a hard time about it, but it was the right call, because it really did look like he undercut him. So that'd be good if we could see the replay to see that, but that was absolutely the right call.
Marr makes the first, a chance to make this a 1-possession game. Yeah, like I said, he just as he makes a second, got blasted.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he got. I said it'd be underneath. It actually would be on the side in front of the bench. So it gives us opportunity to cut this lead down to 3.
That 8-point lead for Berry. Menacing, but not if the flagrant helps Sewanee. Marr! And that's just been the night tonight for the Tigers,
yeah,
whether it's a 3 or there.
We've missed 2 really easy layups there. That was a tough one to lose.
6-point game, and now Berry can run it out in a foul. Sewanee's got a couple of fouls to give, actually just one more before they send Berry into the bonus. It's Corrigan's first foul. That's going to generate a 1-and-1. Fletcher Bigham with his 15 points is preparing to come back in. That's Holland's 4th foul. 1:14 to go. And free throws here for Niall King. If Berry wins this, they go to 8-1. Sewanee drops to 7-2. Berry controls their destiny. The teams are split in the season series. The next team down has 3 losses. So if Sewanee were to win, they could lose another game and still get the 1 seed with the head-to-head over Berry.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, we still got an opportunity here. We got 1:14 left with 7-point deficit, maybe 8-point deficit. He's getting Braxton out of here. I mean, that's a good sub right there. Get him out of the game, so he can put him back in at the next dead ball for offense. So that's a smart sub.
Second one off the mark. It is a 7-point game. Smith the rebound. Marr against King. Lost the ball. A huge takeaway for the Berry defense. And a timeout as well. 58.7 to go. That 1 seed is huge. In the past, when it was an 8-team conference, the top remaining seed would host the semis and the final. Usually ended up being the 1 seed. But now, with the conference being 7 teams for this season, the 1 seed gets a first-round bye and automatically hosts the semis in the final. Now, whoever wins this game doesn't guarantee that they get possession of that 1 seed, but with 3 games left to go, the difference between 1 and 2 losses is massive. It becomes even more difficult to surmount if you're Barry and you lose, because you'd have 2 losses to Sewanee. For Sewanee, you have to, if you tie with Barry in the standings at the end of the year, you have to hope that the tiebreakers in place from the Southern Athletic Association go your way.
That's right.
And that's why you'd rather, if you're Sewanee, you'd rather just go ahead, win this game, be allowed to lose another game, maybe rest some starters in the season finale at Hendricks, and, not try to lose, but, understand that there's not as much pressure. But now it's, with them down by 7, 58.7 left to go. Obviously had the miracle comeback at Millsaps, but can you do it twice?
Yeah, they're checking the time on the clock. Now their time's under review. Just want to make sure they get that right, and that's a good thing too. So they're probably going to add a couple of seconds back here is what I suspect.
No surprise, our officiating crew's been busy tonight.
They have been busy, and they've wanted to get it right. I mean, they know how important this game is to me. Both teams know, both coaches know, but they are definitely going to make sure they get this right because they know how important this is.
Last time Sewanee beat Barry was not last season, but the season before. It was in the SAA title game in Mount Berry to get that automatic bid. Last year they fell in the semis against Barry, got swept during the regular season as well, and actually obviously had the win this year against the Tigers. There's a foul against Carrier. I think he was just trying to steal the ball. That's Smith, pardon me, who's called on the foul, and 1-1 coming up here. King and Armstead back in for Barry. So a 1-1 here for Braxton Benham, who's got 39 points, set a career high with 50, make that 42 in the win over Rhodes recently. Boy, Barry's already swept Rhodes this season. That's huge. And the first one is good. It is an 8-point game. And apparently he's got some blood maybe, or I don't know.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. He had some blood. They go over to the bench. They're going to tape him up right quick, and he can come back in and shoot.
The and one is good. Or the second one, pardon me. 9-point game. Russ Marr is fouled and will shoot he'll shoot 2. Third foul against Armstead. Looks like Martin is preparing to come back in here for Barry. He's got 10 points.
Yeah, they get him back in for free throw purposes.
First free throw down for Russ Marr, and Marr's now got 14 points, 8 of them on made free throws. I really thought the story tonight would be Russ Marr versus Braxton Benham. Unless they see each other in the SAA championships, this is the last time they'll face each other. But Braxton Benham with 41 points. Reed Carrier is in 7-point game timeout. Sewanee has 2 left after that.
So we've got to foul. If we don't get a steal, we'll have to foul quick.
Yes, and it would still be a 1-1. Sewanee has committed 8 fouls, so not the worst fate. On a night in which this doubleheader has provided maybe the most entertainment we've seen here all season, maybe Rhodes is the exception, but I don't even know. I think this may take the cake, but Barry has a chance to come in here and take one from the Tigers. Knew it would be close, knew it would be anybody's game, but Sewanee just went cold from downtown. In this half, they have gone 1 for 14 on threes in the second half after finishing 5 of 11 on triples. So, here we go. Inbound pass is caught. They're going to have to foul quickly. Well, I think it was a timeout. Let's see. It is a timeout.
Yeah, that's Barry's last timeout. So we did a good job on defense right there, forcing him to use that timeout. And they'll check the clock. Brian's asking him to check the clock. And they'll have to be stationary on this throw in, so that's a little bit trickier.
And possession arrow does favor Barry, just in case of jump balls. Trey Corrigan had an absolutely electric first half and a wild three-pointer in this second half.
Yeah, they've really guarded him tight, not giving him many opportunities to shoot. He did. I think he's missed a couple in the second half. But our issue was we missed, we were 1 of 13. I think we're actually 1 of 14 now on three-pointers, and we just had a tough time. We couldn't get behind that zone, or we didn't, try to get behind the zone a couple of times there. We took early, quick threes, and I know looking back on that, you might want to take a little extra time and try to get in there, because when we did get down low, we scored. Fletcher and Eli both scored, so it's a challenge. Barry doesn't have a timeout, so if we can play defense right here, and force a turnover, we give ourselves a chance. We just got to play defense right here.
Try to steal the inbound pass, and it is caught by Godwin, and he is fouled by Bigham. So last time this will be a 1-and-1. May have been, was that Carrier who committed the foul?
No, they called that on Corrigan, Trey.
I had it completely wrong.
Right.
Had to cycle through two other players. 47.6 left to go. Parker Godwin to attempt a couple. Again, Benham with his 41 points is 2 away from yet another career high. Godwin makes the front end of the 1-and-1. That's huge.
Yeah, it makes it a 3-possession game.
Benham comes in and tells Morgan, hey, get away from the lane. We don't need a rebound. Ice. 9-point lead for Barry. And the magic running out here for Sewanee. Avliani to the block and puts up. Ooh, that would have been an and one, but puts up a 2, misses, will go to the line.
That's number 15, Luca to the line.
Luca Avliani, 9 points, 1 for 2 from the line, heading to the stripe.
Man, that one kind of bounced around and out. That'd been nice to have that basket right there.
He misses the front end. Carrier preparing to come back in, just stepped aside moments ago, misses both. An encapsulation of this second half for the Tigers as Martin is fouled and goes to the line. And you can hear it from the Barry bench and from the crowd. Although this one is not over, it's certainly the closest it's been up to this point.
Yeah, we're in a 3-possession game with 35 seconds. This is a tough battle for us to overcome, and it's just been a great game. We went cold there for about 4 minutes and didn't score, and that really hurt us because I think we had a 5-point lead at that time, and then we missed 3 or 4 3-pointers, and they kind of clawed their way back in. And once they got a lead, Benham kind of took over the game. So it's been a tough night here for the Tigers, especially in the second half.
SAA preseason favorites were the Tigers, and I'll tell you what, probably wouldn't be surprising to see these teams play each other again. Where it will be, whether it's here, Mount Berry, or by some stroke of luck, Danville or somewhere else. But for the time being, right now, Berry's on top of the SAA. Each team's got 3 games left. The Vikings prevail with 41 points from Braxton Benham, 6 made threes on 10 attempts. It's Berry College, who will improve to 8-1 in the SAA. Sewanee drops to 7-2.
Big game. Big game right here, and we mentioned it was one of the biggest games in this gym in a long time, and man, we were clicking on all cylinders the first half, and we just had a few turnovers that really hurt us in the end, and missed a few key shots that we had open, and just it was a tough night for us. Give Berry credit. Their game plan was to force us to beat them, somebody other than Russ Marr, and they did. They shut Russ down, and they said, hey, anybody else can beat us, Russ not going to beat us tonight. That was a great game plan. They shut him down and just made it really tough on us to score.
Yep.
Missed some key shots, so they out-rebounded us. But, that's we just have to rebound now. We have to come back Sunday and be ready to go and get ourselves back in the position on Sunday.
Oglethorpe should be a fun one. They've got some talent on that roster as well. Last time those teams played, was 100-97 down in Atlanta. So,
yeah, I suspect it'll be same kind of game that we have here on Sunday.
Well, the SAA is a tight race. Berry, for the moment, is on top. Nothing guaranteed for either side, but congratulations to the Vikings coming in here, getting a massive win over the team that did lead the SAA until tonight. 41 points from Braxton Benham, the senior, who has just had a legendary career and a legendary last couple of games, the back-to-back SAA Athlete of the Week. Certainly want to give a shout-out to him. Super fun to watch, just buys his own space.
He had a double-double. He had 41 points and
10 rebounds.
3 assists, 4 and 2 steals. So he had a career night, no doubt.
Wow. 1 point shy of the career high that he set against Rhodes, but still a career night, putting yet another 40-plus point performance in the bag for him. Anything else, Jimmy, from you?
No, sir. Just look forward to being here on Sunday.
Yes, sir. Sunday will be fun. Doubleheader beginning at 1 p.m. with the women's game. The men's game, scheduled for 3, will follow about 25 minutes after the women's game concludes. For the University of the South Sewanee Tigers, our incredible producer, cameraman up at the Crow's Nest, Dan Morgan, our broadcast partner, Jimmy Mitchell, I'm Spencer Bohm, thanking you for joining us for this live presentation of Southern Athletic Association basketball on Sewanee All Access. This game is available archived for viewing at SewaneeTigers.com/watch. Have a good night, everybody.
Be safe. God bless. We'll see you now on Sunday.